Hello everyone, this is lizzisimss here. I hope you're all doing okay. Just to reiterate what I said in my last video, which was my first ever video here on YouTube, that I hope you're all staying as safe as you can and taking care of yourself. And wherever you are in the world, just make sure you're staying safe. But anyway, this is my first apartment renovation for The Sims on this YouTube channel. It is for a CC Sim family that I have posted on my Instagram yesterday. So if you want to go check that out, the link to my Instagram is in the description below. This is actually the second time that I'm building this apartment, because the first time I really didn't like what I was building. I just don't think it suited the family very much. So this is my second attempt and I did really like what I came up with. So just to give you a bit of backstory on the family I created, it's a 4-person family, so 2 parents, which are Penelope and Harrie Waterman, Jane Waterman, who is the teenage daughter, and Ben Waterman, who is the child's son. They're a very creative family, full of musicians. Penelope, I imagine to be a singer, but kind of like an old-fashioned kind of cabaret singer. Maybe she is employed at the celeb bars in the Sims world. That's what I imagined. Harrie, the dad, is a music producer, and Jane, the daughter, is more into traditional instruments. So she plays piano and guitars and violins, and Ben, the child, is really into lyrics and poetry. So yeah, they are a very creative family. So I did try to incorporate, some musical aspects here and there, but I think we're quite limited from what we have in The Sims. So there are just a lot of guitars everywhere. I did want to include the grand piano, specifically in Jane's room, because I think she is more traditional in her music taste, but I just couldn't fit it anywhere. And then I think in the end I tried to put it in the parents' bedroom as well. It just wouldn't work. So yeah, ideally I would have liked to put the grand piano in there, but it's just too big to put anywhere. Yeah, but they are quite a creative family, so I wanted the apartment to reflect that. It is quite bright in the colors that I used, but I think they do go really well together. I really like this red that I used in the kitchen with the black furnishings, like the curtains and the sink. And yeah, I just thought it was quite a fun kitchen. I imagine that they're quite creative with their interior designs and their furnishing choices as well. So here I'm just choosing a few clutter items. I say a few, but looking back, there's quite a lot. I really wanted to make sure there were a lot of kind of sauces and spices around, because I feel like they're quite into cooking as well as music. They enjoy eating out together, which is something that I have not done in a while, as England is in full lockdown once again. So yeah, it's just something I've been missing. So looking at this kitchen, it's making me want to eat out. I don't know why. But yeah, I really do like the way the kitchen turned out. I think it's just cluttered enough. It looks really homely, but also quite modern. And next I move on to the dining space, and I chose a round table, which I kind of do prefer to the rectangular tables that we have in the game. I just think they look a bit more interesting. And then I choose this really red, is it red or orange, wallpaper to have in the dining space and going into the living room as well. I think it just suits the overall aesthetic and style of the family and their personalities. They're quite vibrant, they're quite creative, and they have quite outgoing personalities as well. And I just want to point out that I know I did say in my last video that I would change the reshade that I'm using, because It is quite blurry sometimes, but I just completely forgot. So I started building, and then I realized, oh, I said I would change the reshade. So you might have seen that I opened the reshade settings, but I just thought, oh, I've already started building for about 5-10 minutes, and should I really change it in the middle of it? So I do apologize, because it is blurry again in some areas. I will try my best to remember for next time to change the reshade setting. I'm such a mess. I'm so sorry. I also just wanted to say that if you guys did want to be involved in the creation aspect of my CC Sims, I did put on my Instagram stories yesterday to send me any messages of descriptions of Sims, involving any specifics that you might want to see. What their job might be, any specifics of what they look like, what their style is, their likes and dislikes. All of that would help me to put personality into the sim I'm creating, and I think it would just be a really nice way to involve you guys and to create the kind of content that you might want to see on YouTube. Because I do get a lot of interest in the CC that I use and the CC Sims that I create. So yeah, I think that would be a really nice way to involve you guys in the process. So any ideas you might have, drop me a message on Instagram, and I'd be really interested to see your ideas. So just to let you guys know that any CC Sims that I create, I usually create an Instagram post for them on Sunday, which I post on Sundays. I call it CC Sunday on my Instagram. And any apartment or house that I create for the CC family will be posted the following Monday, and I'll also be doing a YouTube video on it as well, which will be completely non-CC. I don't really download any CC for homes, just for create a sim. But yeah, that will be my process going forward. So I'm sorry I haven't really been talking about the apartment, but I use this shelving from the counter section on the Build and Buy catalog to create this TV unit, which I think looks really nice, and I cluttered it up a decent amount, again just to add some personality to the Sims. I've decorated it with some music motifs on the walls, and I will also add some guitars where the doors are there as well. And again, their style is quite vibrant, so they've got zebra rugs, which I know are quite loud, but I think it really suits the vibe of the house. So you guys will have to let me know if you enjoy this kind of loud interior, or if you prefer, I don't know, a more cozy vibe or a modern style. But I just like to create the interiors based on what kind of sim I envision would live here, and it just so happens that this particular family are quite vibrant and creative in their own personal and interior styles. Anyway, so here we are moving on to the bathrooms. It is a 2-bathroom, 3-bedroom house, and the bathrooms are almost exactly the same. I believe I almost copied them exactly, just because I find bathrooms to be the most boring, I suppose, an average part of the house. They're not particularly exciting, but I did like this blue interior that I created for the bathroom. It's also the same tiling and wallpaper in the laundry room as well, so there is laundry if you guys enjoy playing with laundry. If not, you can just delete that room or create another maybe half bathroom, or maybe like a closet or something instead. But this is the son's room. So like I said, his name is Ben, and he really enjoys writing poetry and writing lyrics. He's a very, very creative boy. His bedroom is quite green. He's got this nice brick wall as well, which is where I put his I can't think of the word. His clothing cabinet, his clothing unit, his wardrobe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I put some posters on the wall, some, again, music motifs, and I just clutter up his dresser as well. I add some ribbons here because I think that he's really talented in writing poetry and lyrics, and maybe he's won some awards in school for that, which I thought was a really cute idea. And then I just give him a lamp and then a desk with a journal on it. I also used the terrarium, or the fish tank that we got from Snowy Escape. I've not used it in a build before, and I was really itching to use it, so I finally got to use it here. I put that on his desk with a lamp and, again, just some clutter items, and then I tried to find some things to put on his wall. I couldn't, again, find a lot of music style decorations, so I just cluttered it with a couple of boards and a picture and a light. And then I add some toys for him because he is a child still, and I think he needs some entertainment that way. And then I finish the room with a rug. And here we're just moving on to the laundry room. So there is a washer and dryer and just some laundry decorations as well. Not too much to say about this room. I quite enjoyed playing with laundry when I did do gameplay. I don't really play the game anymore. I'm more into building. But yeah, it's there if you want it. And now we're moving on to the daughter's room. So the daughter is named Jane, like I said, and she's a teenager. She's really into traditional music as well, so I did really want to fit a grand piano in here, but I just knew it wouldn't fit from the size of the room, because the grand piano is so freaking huge for some reason. I know it's a grand piano, but I feel like they should have made it a little bit more accessible to use, because I don't think I've ever used it in a build before. But I do really love the teenage daughter's room. I feel like this is the kind of room that I would really want as a teenager, and even now, to be honest. I really like the color scheme. It's quite calming, and it's got everything you would need in here. It's a really good space for a room, I think. So I just give her a desk and a laptop, because she's obviously in high school, so she's got some homework to do, and I just clutter it with some plants and some books, and some magazines as well. And then I add a kind of funky looking ottoman, as I think it really suits the color scheme. And again, I did want to input some creative flair and some more interesting furniture pieces into this build, that maybe I don't usually use. And over here I just add a chair and a poof. I'm not sure that chair is accessible. Actually, it's definitely not accessible. So if you do want to sit there, you probably have to move that poof. And then I just add a plant to the bookshelf as well. And over here I add her dresser. I remembered the word for it. And this plant, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. Oh, and these mirrors from Snowy Escape, which are so pretty. We need more modern looking furniture like that. It's so nice, and it adds so much character. And then I just add some pictures to the wall, and we will move on to the parents' bedroom. This is also quite a vibrant room. I think the daughter's bedroom is probably the most subdued room that I built, but their parents' room is definitely more vibrant. I added a plant in the corner here, with these poofs, which are technically a table, which I don't understand, but they're really super cute. But I wish that Sims could sit on them instead of them being a table. And in the corner over here I just add a closet, so it'd be more like a walk-in closet, I believe, or just a bigger wardrobe. And then I think this is the DJ station, and I did say that the dad was a music producer, so that kind of fits there. And then I added this mural from Snowy Escape as well, which I thought kind of fit the vibe. Maybe it's the logo of the music studio he works for. I don't know. But yeah, here I really attempted to put the grand piano in this corner, and knowing it wouldn't work, but I still tried. And I just added a TV instead with a plant, a chair, and I believe a table as well. So here I'm just gonna clutter up the side table and add the finishing decorations to their bedroom, some clothes and some magazines on the floor just to make it a little bit more lived in. And then I move on to the final room, which is the bathroom. I also think I decorated the hallway very slightly, but it was such a long hallway, I didn't exactly know what to do with it. So it just has a couple of paintings and I believe a plant maybe. And here I am moving on to the small entryway. I'm just going to clutter it up with a coat rack, a side table, and I believe a mirror or a painting. It's quite a simple entryway, not much going on really, but it is in this kind of black and white color scheme. And here's that really long entryway I was just talking about. Yeah, it's just really, really plain. I really didn't know what to do with it. Now I'm just fixing the lights, which I honestly should really do as I'm going from each room, so it's not all at once at the end, but I am learning, so please bear with me. And I think we are coming up to the screenshot, so I just want to say once again thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love on my last video, and let me know of any suggestions that you have, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.